Hey, this is Prometheus. I wanted to give you another formation breakdown. I'm going to be using the Dick Vermeil playbook. Dick Vermeil actually coached 3 teams in the NFL, starting with the Philadelphia Eagles. Based on the play selection out of this playbook, I decided to go with the Philadelphia Eagles as my base team. The formation I'm first going to break down is going to be the bunch base. The reason why I like this is because of the audibles and basically how this formation is very simple and easy. It's got about 3 different plays to choose from, so let me go ahead and show you the audibles really quick. Alright, so basically the audibles are going to be the Z spot. You know me, I love the Z spot. I love something that's going to be easy and quick reads. You got the halfback slash, you got Seattle, and you also have got the play action boot. Now, what I like about this formation is I want to do similar to something when I did with my Redskins formation for Joe Gibbs. I want to go ahead and flip this formation, so I'm going to flip it the other way. Now, I know my base audibles are going to be these these 3 right here: Z spot, halfback slash, and then play action boot over. So I don't want to go ahead and select this as my base play, and also Seattle's is another one of the audibles. So I'm probably going to go ahead and select a couple different plays right here. My base play is going to be the quick pitch. And then also, I've got 2 auto motions that I might throw into the scheme of things here. It's either going to be a play action counter waggle, or it's going to be the halfback zone weak, which is a play action. Essentially, it's going to be another running play. So these are going to be the plays I'm going to work with. Let's go with the quick pitch first. Now, what's unique about this pitch play is that you've got really unique blocking. You're going to have a fullback and a tight end out there, and it does really get out far, and then you've got a really good guard. So now if you've got a good running back, a MUT running back, like a McCoy, like a AP, you're going to basically get out to the sideline, and it's going to basically give you an opportunity to get some pretty good yards. Now, if your opponent starts rolling his defenders and he starts really getting aggressive over the bunch side, you can always go ahead and flip the play. You can't actually motion anybody over. It just doesn't allow you to make any kind of motion plays. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to realize you're going to be naked on the backhand side. So I don't necessarily recommend using the pitch play is flipping it to the other side, because there's really not going to be a lot of phenomenal blocking out there unless you hit the corner perfect like that. But that percentage of that happening is going to be very low. Now, the smart option is to go into the slash route. It's going to be a tell to your opponent, because that tight end is actually going to go ahead and move up a little bit, and basically you can go ahead and try to find the seam right up the middle against your. Another adjustment you can do is you can go back into the slash. You could flip the play and then put another one of your. You could put your fullback in motion. Now, this is actually a good way to allow your opponent to be able to attack different areas of the field. So you can see right there, Shady McCoy gets some really good blocking with the fullback there. Alright, so the next play you'll be looking at would be Z spot. This is something we can easily audible into. Really, the route that I'm going to be looking at is going to be Matthews. Matthews is going to be my spot route, and all I'm really going to do is I'm going to look at the corner that's over him. If the corner actually comes down towards Matthews, then it's man coverage. If he falls back into coverage, then it's coverage. I know that if it's coverage, usually the spot route is going to be wide open. If it's man coverage and the corner comes down towards Matthews, then that tight end is going to be wide open on the corner route. What I could do too, conversely, is I can put myself a nice little out route on the back side of this formation, primarily because that's just going to be another read if I've got man coverage. And if my opponent starts using a lot of man coverage, I can always hit him with a deep out like that, which is basically audible into it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the read, and as you can see right here, easy yards with the spot route. Now in this situation, you got man coverage. I can hit the corner route with the tight end, and the more explosive tight end, the better. And if your opponent goes into some kind of a man coverage, you've got that deep out that you can pick up pretty monster yards against your opponent and make them respect the other side. So that's what I like about the Z spot. It's just easy reads to make. It just makes it more difficult for your opponent to defend against it, because they have to defend the spot route, they get to defend the outside route. All right, so the next play we're going to look at is going to be Seattle. I'm going to go ahead and make the following adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and take my running back. I'm going to put him in a block. I'm going to go ahead and take Macklin. I'm going to put him on a slant route over the middle. Really what I'm going to be doing is going to be looking at this tight end right here, which is going to be Selleck right there. He's going to be doing that up the middle, and then he's going to be doing a post route over the middle over to the corner route. I'm going to look and see what happens with him, if he gets followed with that, or if he falls into man or zone coverage. Now, Macklin is going to be wide open, basically over by the 20-yard marker in the middle of the field, and that's going to be my coverage. But I'm going to watch my tight end and see what happens with him. As you can see right here, I actually forced the ball down pass lead, even though I had defenders in the area to be able to pick up a good 20 yards of Macklin. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the tight end this time and see what kind of coverage you got. Man coverage, easy first down and more. That was a huge play against the man coverage because the defender doesn't fall over the middle. So really we're going to be attacking the left side of the field, and then we're going to be looking for coming back around to the middle of the field with the tight end if the coverage is right. So as you can see right here, try to force the ball in there, but you can see how this play breaks down. Now if you guys run Seattle, I know there's a lot of people that run Seattle. If you have any kind of adjustments that you make, go ahead and put those in the descriptions. I think some of the other users can actually go ahead and do that, but this is not a play that I'm going to go into too many times, primarily because I like some of the other audibles that this scheme has. Now the final audible is the play action boot over. I've been really falling in love with these particular plays with my schemes because really it just provides extra levels, and it forces your opponent to defend against it. The only adjustment I like to do is the route that Casey, the fullback, is running. He gets a little bit too much depth, and it gets too close to the other routes with Selleck and Matthews. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and take Casey and just put him on a standard drag route. He stays more flush to the line. He pulls a defender down, allowing me to go ahead and check up to Selleck. My reads are going to be following. And go ahead and look at Casey, see if anybody follows him or falls underneath. If I can check it down to Casey in a second or first down situation, I'm going to go ahead and do that. If not, I'm going to go ahead and go up to the next block, which is going to be Selleck. If not, I'll go up to Matthews. So very simple. I clear out the play action, and I go ahead and check it down if I can, because I can pick up an easy 7 or 8 yards or 10 yards just with a check down. Same play again and look for the fullback, but if I can, I'll take a shot up top to the next level, able to pick up a good 22 yards on that play. And if it's available to me, I'll go ahead and take a shot up at the wide receiver for a good 40-yard play. Matthews drops the ball right there, but you can see how that works. So really I'm going to be looking at the levels. I'm going to start underneath and then I'll work my way up. As you can see right there, there's an edge blitz. So I was able to dump it off to the fullback immediately because he was going to get a free release on that. So let's take a look at two other plays in this, and this is going to be just other plays that you can sprinkle into this game. So the other play I want to look at is going to be the halfback zone, and the other one is going to be the play action counter waggle. Now the halfback zone weak, what I like about this play is just a nice complement to the toss play. I'm going to go ahead and fake like I'm doing the auto motion myself, and what's going to happen is you're going to get some monster blocking right up the middle, able to pick up some good nice running in the end. And once again, if you got a two-headed beast, you can basically go ahead and pick up some pretty monster yards against your opponent if he's got to defend both sides of the field. Just spun right into the tackle on that one. All right, so the final play we're going to look at is going to be the play action counter waggle. And what I like about this particular play is that it's a level concept that's actually going to use play action from like the halfback counter or the halfback zone weak, and it's going to allow you to actually go ahead and just get additional blocking. You're going to have roughly between 7 and 8 people blocking for you, depending on what your opponent does. So if your opponent comes out in a blitz, you're going to basically have 2 wide receivers in formation, but they're going to essentially get some wicked separation if your opponent blitzes you. You got a check and release, which is going to be by the tight end in the blue route, and then you've got a levels concept that's going to be going up. You've got the wide receiver crossing over the middle, which is going to be Macklin, and then you got Matthews is going to be doing that corner route. Now, what happens with that route? It gets a little bit more flush per se. It actually goes straight to her sideline, and it's easy things you can click on and actually make a play. Okay, so the reads are going to be left is going to be on the left hand side, and if I got the check down, I'm going to go ahead and take it up the field if I can. And what's really crazy about this play is this route, this deep post. As you can see, the separation I get. And if your opponent uses a lot of press coverage, you're really going to get this great play right here where you can pick up monster yards. So it's a good 20-yard route right there. And obviously you got the levels over here where you can use Macklin, and you got a blocker up the top right there to be able to pick up some more yards. So I hope you like this scheme. This is going to be another scheme that I'm going to run online, peppering a good 8 out of these 9 plays in this playbook, in this place formation in this scheme. So if you do like this, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, you probably want to go ahead and take a look at some of my other schemes and breakdowns that I have. These are all schemes that I break down, and then I actually show it in a full game breakdown. So once again, I really appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate your support, and until next time.